It took me a long time to feel comfortable with talking about my kids' issues with general education teachers. I don't know what made me think like maybe they didn't have experience or maybe this was all new to them and that I had to explain everything. And I feel like in the end, what I had to explain was my kid, how my kid learned, what worked in the past. So that became easier when I understood or felt like what I was doing was just preparing the teacher to give my child the best instruction, the best support, and that was a piece I could do. Having said that, there were teachers who were more receptive than others, and there were teachers who had a lot of experience and a lot of interest in working with kids like my kids. So once I realized that, the more I talked and revealed and asked for, the more responsive the general ed teachers were. They wanted to, help my kids succeed. So they were the wrong people to withhold or hold back from. It took me a little while to understand that withholding anything because, I didn't have confidence that the teacher would understand, or it was still too uncomfortable for me to say, A, wasn't going to result in, a great working relationship. B, wasn't going to result in the best dynamic for my kids, but also it sort of made me feel like if I couldn't trust the teachers to help me and be my partner in helping my kid, really we were going to be in trouble. It's not easy to go in and talk about, your kids' difficulties. I never found that got easier. But I did find that the more I shared, the more receptive teachers are. They don't want your kid to flounder or fail. They're teachers. They want your kid to learn. The more desire I showed to partner with them, the better the result was for everybody. We were partners. My child was a complete child that they knew because I shared, beyond what they just saw on IEPs. That made me feel better. And of course, that made my kids feel better because they were known and understood.